Good morning everyone. I'm here to do your weekly readings for the 25th of November through to the 1st of December, and we're starting with Aquarius. So trying to get myself organised this morning, catching up on everything and trying to get your readings out, so we'll go from there. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, Aquarius, we have you up there. Rightio, what's happening for Aquarius for the next week? Hope you've all had a great week. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, love to have you on board. If the readings don't resonate, you know to go check out other aspects of your natal sign, of your natal chart. I've harped on it many times before. Pointless commenting if it doesn't resonate, because we know that some of them won't resonate, so just find one that will. Beautiful. Okay, Aquarius. And the cards need a bit of a shuffle, so we're going to use the Morgan Greer. That's which ones they are, isn't it? I think so. You just have to, I'm like trying to catch up on everything this morning, and it's bedlam here. I've got washing going, I've got fans on the floor ready to put together. Life is such a joy. Beautiful, we are ready. Okay, Aquarius. Oh, Five of Rods coming out here. So you may encounter some conflict this week. Sometimes the Five of Rods talks about conflict with other people. It's usually bickering. It's not, full-on fighting or anything like that. It's just sort of like finding that people are a little bit pushy or, argumentative, that type of thing. But sometimes this can also mean internal conflict. And there goes my washing machine, sorry. Sometimes this can talk about internal conflict. So, having that sort of feeling in your head where you're, will I, won't I, should I, shouldn't I, that type of thing. Questioning things, sort of, overthinking things, but more around the conflict stuff, mental conflict. So that's your general energy. Okay, so first card out we have is the Six of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a great day. I have so much to do. So we have the Six of Pentacles here. Now the Six of Pentacles talks about balance. So it talks about having an equal give and take. So we're, both people or both parties or whatever are both giving backwards and forwards to something. So if you're in a job where you put yourself out all the time, you're always out bending over backwards and your job doesn't give you the time of day, well, that's not an equal give and take, because we know that you need to have an equal give and take for things to work really successfully. This card often comes up when you're in a relationship where the other person's cold and unfeeling. So that's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. Then we have the Seven of Rods. There's a lot of conflict here. You may have a pretty sort of up and down week here, Aquarius, because the Seven of Rods talks about defending yourself. It talks about having to stick up for yourself. So there could be something going on. Maybe you're finding someone isn't giving, an equal amount that you're putting in, and you're having to fight to get that recognition. But you're certainly here being quite defensive about that energy. So not quite sure what it's about. Hopefully we'll find out. So the Ten of Cups is here. So already I'm getting this feeling that perhaps you're having a little bit of pushback on trying to get a relationship off the ground. It has the potential to be really fantastic here, but it feels to me like you're not getting your Ten of Cups here for some reason. Maybe the other person's not doing their part in the relationship. And again, we're not talking about doing the vacuuming. We're talking about the actual, putting into the relationship. Because sometimes that's about, trying to attain this Ten of Cups, but not quite having the real give and take that you need. Isn't that interesting? Because we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So whatever this is or was, this is what you're fighting for here. The Ten of Pentacles talks about having, everything in order, having your money, having your house, having your home, everything in order. And to me, you're really fighting to get an equal give and take in this situation. So maybe things in your relationship or your job have gone off kilter at the moment, because you are doing this whole trying to work on why it's not working for you sort of thing. let's keep going with this. Okay, so I have the Ace of Swords here. So the advice here is for you to sort of sit up and speak your truth here. I feel like perhaps you've had a relationship or a situation, work situation, whatever, that's always been very, very good. And it feels to me like something has changed here, because now there isn't the equal give and take and you feel like you're defending yourself all the time. Let's keep going. But the Ace of Swords calls for a brand new year. Okay, we've got a bit of... Okay, I can see what's going on now. It seems to me like everything has just been really good. You haven't had any need to complain. Everything's been fantastic. And you're very happy with that. There seems to be this nice equal give and take, this flow backwards and forwards in whatever situation we're talking about here. But something's disrupted the status quo here. It's like something's changed, because now you feel like you're actually defending yourself a bit here. And things aren't flowing like they should. The universe is probably going to give you a bit of an epiphany moment. I can see that with the Tower and the Swords here. This Ace of Swords talks about clarity, brand new start. I think you can see the potential for something great here, but at the moment, it's just, something's just not right with it. And I feel like you're going to have to put a spanner in the works, as it were. I feel like you're going to have to speak up and say something here to get it going back in the right direction again. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, someone's doing something nasty here. Okay, what I see here for some of you is I see a workplace that was always quite, not toxic, fantastic, going along nicely, relationship sailing along beautifully. Something's happened. Someone's done something deceitful, and it's thrown a spanner in the works here. Now, I'm not talking about cheating. I'm talking about something deceitful. Someone's not either fessing up to something they've done, or they've fessed up to something they've done, and it's caused this disruption here. It's caused you to have this mental clarity, like, having to see forward differently. This is why you've got the Five of Wands at the beginning. This is about, do I, don't I, should I, shouldn't I? For a lot of people, it's do I walk away from this situation, or do I stay and play? Because something's happened here. Somebody's done something that wasn't right. And now it's caused you, it's sort of poured you into question everything that's going on here. Okay, yep. Oh boy. For some of you, this is heartbreak. So for some of you, unfortunately, you may have been in an extremely good relationship where everything was just fantastic, and your partner's maybe done something to upset that relationship here. Because we have the Tower, we have the Ace of Swords, which talks about, clarity, new direction, speaking up for yourself. We have the potential for this long term here, which was fantastic, and now we have a broken heart. And the end of a cycle. Okay. Wow, tough week, Aquarius. I'm going to put the last card down and we'll go in. The last card's a Fool, which talks about a brand new start here. Now, I'm not saying you're going to break up. I'm not saying you're going to walk away from this, because I'm seeing here that you have an opportunity to change things around. The Six of Pentacles says to me, and the Five of Wands, that you can see the potential for something fantastic here. I don't think you're going to walk away, at least straight away, or you may walk away for a short period of time. What we have here is a situation where, everything seemed to be going smoothly. Life seems to be, great. You seem to have everything in your pocket, whether that's work or relationship. Something's happened here to rock the status quo. Someone's either come in and said something that wasn't true, maybe have cheated, whatever it is, it's turned this whole environment upside down. It's turned it completely toxic. I can see by this Ace of Swords here that you're going to have to do some speaking up, because you have a broken heart now. But what the universe is saying is this is the end of a cycle for you. This was meant to happen to renew whatever was going on here. So you have two choices, two outcomes here. End of a cycle, yes, your heart's broken, but you are tossing up whether to give this another go, whether to walk away from it, whether to, you know, take a much more stronger approach to it, a different approach with this Ace of Swords. But you're certainly looking at this whole situation very differently now. You do have heartbreak here, so whatever it is cut really deeply. But for some unknown reason, this is the end of a cycle, so some great learning here. Not the easiest reading I've done, that's for sure. Definitely about, you know, being able to see potential, I guess, is the best way to see it. I mean, this Seven of Swords could just be someone being deceitful. It may not be enough to break a relationship up, but it might be enough to question whether you're on the right path or not. It could be someone lying at work, which has disrupted the whole work environment. And yes, it may have hurt you, but whether that's enough to walk away from a job or not, that's the sort of feeling I'm getting here. So for some of you, this is really questioning how you move forward this week, how you do this, you know, within your truth. You do it true to yourself. And you could decide to just walk away and have a brand new start here. But often the Fool talks about taking a risk, you know, so it could be that you know, smooth things over with this situation or this person, and you're able to move forward because of this fantastic potential sitting here. I'll just pull you an oracle card. Okay, so we have the card here of Fire, and it says, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. So this is up to you now whether you move forward on this, but whatever present is coming for you here, it's your choice, your truth, you moving forward on this. Like, you're the one here who's got this situation in hand, and it's certainly up to you which way you go with this. Thank you, Aquarius. Have a wonderful week.